Bro, heads be getting rated a 7, mad as shit. I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, bro, this is just like, you're above average. I don't get it. This shit is crazy. Like, and that's the thing though, cause like heads, like you'll hit them like, oh yeah, bro, like a motherfucker 5 or 6, and they'll be taken aback, aghast. I'm like, bro, that's not a bad thing, bro. Like we just normal niggas. Like if somebody gave me a 5 or a 6, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But you already know I'd be Trilly's fucking chopped to shit. We know how that goes down. So if motherfuckers give me a 2, I'll probably be like, word. Word, facts. I ain't gonna lie. I need to work on myself type shit. But like even still, back to the main shit with that. It's like, yo, a 5 and 6, like, bro, I'm not mad at that shit, bro. Like, you just calling me an average nigga. I am an average nigga, bro. I am one of those niggas you will see passing by on the street. The fuck? But yeah, even leading back to this shit with Princess Amelia, like, obviously we can all generally perceive, like, yeah, she's generally pretty dull, all that shit. But then it gets to the weird niggas. Huh? Where do you live? Huh? The body looking crazy. Bro, like, what the fuck are you niggas doing? You already know what it is. For the babes. Yeah, y'all saw the title and thumbnail. We talking about the teenage influencer girly pop once more. Princess Amelia. Now, if you saw the last video we covered on her, I ain't gonna lie, funny enough, watching the same person. Shout out to Love Babies. Coco's crazy. She's cooking. Ain't gonna lie, but we're gonna get more into sharing love in the intro. And the genre, getting into the video. So I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, you already know Princess Amelia. She legit 16 years old. She's posting all this content. She was with the EXO team. She got the Bull Thomas in the background. You know what I'm saying? I'll be handing that to you. You know what I'm saying? It's all on bad works. The main thing that was like obviously comprehensive about her John was that, like, obviously you could say the heads behind her don't have her best interests at heart, having her do all this content whenever she's not like hanging out with actual friends around her age too. That's a whole nother thing. And a whole bunch of John, you know what I'm saying, she might be dressing a little bit suggestive and all that type of Johns too. But yeah, it's overall bad works, but apparently a little more may be coming out. Situations might be getting a little crazier. So you already know, Trill Talks Everything, Trill Yaps Everything. Let's get right into this, John. Like I said in the intro, shout out to Love Babes. Coco's crazy. We do love to see it indeed. You already know, we got the Princess Amelia situation became illegal. Of course, you want to watch OG vid? Down description. First link. Sure to love with Coco's crazy. Of course. And let's get right into this jazz. You know we get down, gang. Let's do it.
But behind all the virality is a much more uncomfortable truth.
Somebody the other day asked me, how do I look 32 and 13 at the same time?
If you put more than 5 fingers down,
it's just probably messing up your life quite a bit.
An update on the Amelia situation.
If you thought the Princess Amelia situation couldn't get any worse, you'd be dead wrong.
Yeah, no, it can. It definitely can.
People are now speculating that her brother is not so great, so we're going to be getting into that.
I haven't been speculating that. Definitely knew that. Thomas, we will be seeing you later, nigga.
And her comment sections have only gotten worse as time has progressed. So with that, let's get into this video. I'm not the only one that's talked about Princess Amelia. A lot of other YouTubers have. So in this video, we're going to be talking about one of those videos specifically that I didn't cover in my last one, and it touches on Amelia's brother. In my first video about Amelia, I speculated that her brother may be the one that is in the control of these videos.
I feel like it's gotta be him, because who else? He got his own YouTube. He got like 5 million or whatever. He's in all the vids. He's definitely in some of them. Little crazier vids, say the very least. Fucking hand placement looking wild in these vids and all that type of shit. But yeah, I would imagine it's gotta be him, because also obviously she a jit. All this type of shit is gonna be heads like him telling her, yeah, bro, you keep posting these videos, these TikToks, like, yo, you're getting mad motion, bringing mad cheese, and like, bro, it's gotta be this nigga.
It's like he's the one filming them. We don't know for sure, but he appears in a lot of her videos, or it could be her parents. What I really said is we don't know for sure, but a lot of people are now speculating that Amelia's brother may be behind it all. First, in case some of you don't know who Princess Amelia is, I'm going to give a very, very short summary because I know most of us probably know already. She's a TikToker and YouTube Shorts influencer that has blown up over the years. On TikTok, she has over 9 million followers, and on YouTube, she has multiple million. And she basically just posts simple dance videos. She's kind of like Charli D'Amelio, but like a younger version. She just posts simple dances like a lot of other YouTubers do. She's known for wearing very creative outfits. Like she'll have like stuffed animals attached to her pants, and she'll have cool different colored hair. She's really...
Is that Nevada? We will Be seeing you later.
Really good with fashion and stuff like that, but recently there has been some really dark stuff we need to talk about. But firstly, I have a major announcement. You know Mustafa, that injured Palestinian I mentioned before? He is the Palestinian that currently has 2 daughters and is in the middle of the genocide in Gaza, and currently he's had to move his tent closer to the sea due to the bombings, and food shortages are worse than ever. Well, he sent a few videos to me and I feel like I should share them with you.
I'm like, yeah, nah, it's actually fucking crazy over there again with the whole Ethan versus Hassan, Ethan versus Ian January saying the Israel-Palestine conflict is a main talking topic, especially now. But yeah, nah, the conflict that's really going on over there and like, you know, the devastation, all that, it's terrible for especially the innocent civilians, as we can see here. It just sucks to see this shit.
Also sent a video with his daughters that I'll be sharing in the next video, and I just want to say that everything has just gotten so much worse for him, and we are at 12%, but we can get that to a much higher percentage, and it would mean the world. And if you can't donate, remember, you still have power. Share it with your friends and family or share it on social media. It would mean the absolute world. We can bring that percentage up. With that, let's get into the video.
Lying to me to get me out the house.
What do you mean? No, we're actually going to Disneyland. I'm not joking. Someone's back door is open.
And a lot of these videos she films are just following trends like a lot of other YouTubers does. She hangs out with XOXO members, which I've talked about before.
The EXO team, Gary, we still looking at you, nigga. I ain't gonna lie, your business still ass, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Where is the EXO team? At us.
A lot of them aren't the greatest people, but she hangs out with them. She's also, let's not forget, 16, so that kind of changes my perspective on her entire channel, and I hope it does to you too, because it plays a role, let's be honest. So Princess Amelia is another one of those TikTokers. When you first see her videos, it's like, okay, she's one of the trillions of girls right now that gets views when she dances and does these trends. Who cares? Well,
is it the Skinwalker energy? Oh my god. That's that real LSD syndrome shit. But like, yeah, nah, obviously, yeah, a ton of people post on TikTok or whatever, try to do like the aesthetic videos, you know, saying the same shit like this, so yeah.
The problem with it is that overall, we don't really know how she feels. We don't know how comfortable she is in like the outfit she wears. We don't know how comfortable she is lip singing to some of these songs that are for older audiences.
Well, that's the thing. Comfortable enough to wear them shits on the TikToks and all that shit, because as we can see, she is wearing these shits.
Let's just put it that way, with older people. We don't know for sure because once again, she is 16. In the last video, I mainly covered the situation where she sung a song that was talking about doing acts that are not for children, let's just put it that way, with someone who is over the age of 18. And I just found that kind of inappropriate. And a lot of people commented under my last video on her, well, it's just a trend. It's just a trend. They were following a trend. The point is that that guy was over the age of 18. He was easily 22 at least, and she was 16.
He said, what the fuck do we have going on here? But yeah, nah, this vid, and then she's standing on top of him.
So those are the clips, and I know that she is 16 and that's not like being a 5-year-old, but at the end of the day, that is still literally considered a child. Like, that is not appropriate. Even if it's a trend, the lyrics they were saying, and it just isn't appropriate for someone that old to be doing it with someone that is literally a child. Like, I'm sorry, at the end of the day, that's not appropriate. So the main people that were against my video last time were trying to justify it as it being a trend, and I mean, I can see where you're coming from. You like him, he's a cool TikToker, and it's just a trend. At the end of the day, he knew her age, and it just isn't appropriate. And most of the
directly
videos she films, there's clearly someone filming for her. Sure, some are filmed by herself, but we don't
I say, yeah, nah, a lot of these heads got like a cameraman and shit like that. That's just the meta now, especially with streaming and shit.
know for sure who's filming it. Could be her parents or it could be her brother. But there is someone that is likely playing a major role in her videos and could possibly be pressuring her to do things she doesn't want to do.
Thomas, that would be you, bruv.
Kind of like what I said, going off of what I said in the last video, when she hangs out with these really popular influencers such as Nevada and other members of the XOXO team, she can be pressured to wear things that they wear that, do not take this the wrong way, of course they can wear because they're over the age of 18. You can wear whatever you want. I don't care when you're over the age of 18. But we don't know for her because once again, she's just 16.
It's like, yeah, nah, Nevada doing skinwalker shit, absolute bullshit. We don't give a fuck. We do give a fuck about when she's trying to have motherfuckers relating to that crazy ass diet she got. Them Red Bulls, now we do definitely care about that shit. But other than that, hey, degenerate shit, got used to it by now.
She's not an adult. So we don't know, because every video she films with them, she's wearing similar clothes to them. And no one knows how comfortable she actually is wearing these outfits, because once again, we don't know how pressured she is to make this content. The biggest problem I've seen with this entire situation is people minimizing it because they just say, oh, she's following a trend, or she's doing this, or just she's kind of doing what she wants. At the end of the day, she's a child. We've seen this countless times where parents have played a major role in E to the G, EX, you know what I mean, ing their kids, and they've gone away with
Terrible.
it. And I compared her in my last video to Piper Raquel, and that made some people mad.
I ain't gonna lie, no, it is kind of similar.
Because, of course, Piper, there's stuff coming out right now that makes it clear what her mom has been doing, and her mom...
Yeah, like, I would say, like, Piper shit is obviously way worse. Again, her mom, reincarnation of Diddy. I ain't gonna lie, we will be catching her ass in Cell Block 1. Shit is crazy. But, like, yeah, in terms of, like, how we see, like, Piper's obviously still, like, 17 and shit like that, and then, like, you're a minor doing all this shit, like posting some of these TikToks where they're suggestive and all that type of shit. Like, yeah, you can relate on that factor. But in terms of the mom, I don't know about that one.
Mom is just disgusting. I don't think I need to, like, elaborate on why her mom is disgusting. Most of you know the whole Piper Raquel situation. Maybe I'll cover it someday. Last time I covered it, my video got taken down. But you get the idea. I wasn't saying they were the exact same. What I was saying is they're similar age and they make similar content. They both follow trends. They both do dancing. And they both probably are heavily influenced. One for sure. And the other one, we can speculate is
one most definitely
probably heavily influenced by her parents or brother.
So what are we thinking right now?
I am thinking of buying instant noodles because I like instant noodles.
You don't want any of the sushi right here?
No, why would he eat that when we're gonna go eat Korean barbecue?
So I literally wasn't saying they were this.
Yeah, I remember, like, somebody in the comments was bringing up a point on the last vid that we watched. And again, shout out to Lava Babes. Goes crazy because it was our vid or whatever. But, like, yo, they were saying in the comments, like, yeah, it's literally like a whole, like skinwalker role character that Princess Amelia played, because, like, the whole spoiled, like, brat sister or whatever. And I'm like, yo, as I slowly see more and more shit, I'm like, yeah, like, that shit really is stamped in for real.
Same, because obviously right now there's more information on Piper than her, but what I'm saying is they're the same age and they make similar content, and they're both influenced to a degree by someone older. I don't think that should be like a controversial, crazy take that they both kind of make similar content. And speaking of her brother, which appears in basically all of the long form videos and is in a lot of the videos of her dancing and stuff, people are speculating that he is not such a great person. I was watching
No speculation. Confirmed.
other videos on Princess Amelia, and I saw a lot of comments about her brother. Here's what they said. Why did Thomas ever try and grab her waist and keep rizzing her up? Like,
Exactly. That shit is fucking weird as fuck. Yeah, thank you. We need to really... This is what I'm saying. I feel like with the Princess Amelia shit, like, the main shit obviously is, like, the having her best interest at heart, and, like, try to base it around, like, you know, you still being normal and shit, and not everybody trying to chase clout views and all that type of shit. That's why I say you gotta go out with your fucking friends, whether, you know what I'm saying, you one of the bros and you chilling out with your bros, or you one of the girly pops chilling with the other babes. It's all love. You already know. But, like, heads need to go out and make memories and shit like that. Heads like Princess Amelia, teenage influencer, girly pops, or, like, now at this young ass age trying to, like, fucking focus on getting clout and shit like that. So then you got heads like Thomas, who already got big platforms, and see how obviously within that his sister could also have a platform and trying to, like, farm all the money and views and shit like that. The money, the clout. Like, this shit bad works. We don't need to see this shit. But especially on the factor of what this comment is mainly talking about. Yo, why are we doing this? I'm like, yo, bro, you getting way too handsy with your little sis, gang. She like a decade younger than you. What the fuck is going on here?
ew, that's so disgusting. Why
But yeah, the main shit, talk about this nigga Thomas. Like, what the fuck is this?
is he like flirting with his sister and being sus? Okay, the wording kind of throws me off under this comment, but it had a lot of likes, so I noticed it. All the top comments under a different video, which we'll shortly be going over, were saying that her brother is definitely not a great person. So we're going to look into that video in a second. But yeah, this definitely wasn't the most serious comment, so let's look at another one. Honestly, the most problematic is the brother, to be honest.
Exactly what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, nah, I totally understand. Princess Amelia, she be doing way more wholesome shit or whatever. Like, yo, some of this shit she be doing. His nigga to look crazy, girly pop. But we might want to fix that up. But yo, it's gotta be this nigga on the front end and back end. Like on the front end, yo, what the fuck are you doing on these TikToks? And on the back end, like, yo, bro, you probably the nigga telling her, yo, you're getting mad views and shit. You're getting mad clout and money off of this. You should probably keep doing this shit. Like, it's really him.
Dude is nasty. He doesn't need to be posting content where he's feeling or kissing his little sister like that. You can argue Amelia has the right to dress and dance how she wants, but there's nothing wrong with fashion.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, for Amelia, like, you can say some of the fits is crazy, but even for most of that shit, it's like, yeah, I'm not even about to be sitting there, oh, bitching, crying, moaning or whatever. I'll just be like, hey man, they feel a little crazy because you legit, but whatever. It's not the end of the world, bro. We need to talk about this nigga.
And dancing, but her brother's behavior towards her is making this all sus. Again, with the weird language, like, you didn't have to say sus, you could have just said strange. But yeah, overall, this comment is pretty much right. He does seem to be in
sus, just an abbreviation for suspicious. I ain't gonna cap to you, and I would say some of the shit he doing is definitely suspicious.
Oddly lot of her videos, and I don't know, it just doesn't make me comfortable. In no way am I saying any of this is for certain. This is just my opinion that I don't think he should be in so many of her videos, and it just doesn't feel right. It feels kind of forced, but in no way am I saying he's like, you know what, like, no way am I alleging that. I'm just saying that he, like, could be pressuring his sister to be dressing and doing stuff she doesn't want to do. We don't know for sure, but usually there's someone, when there's someone this young, this popular, playing a role. That we're just speculating at the end of the day, though.
Somebody the other day asked me, how do I look 32 and 13 at the same time? Lollipop.
And sometimes her content just feels kind of strange.
Now she dead thinks she's Chloe. Now that shit is funny. Lollipop done. That shit, yo, every time I hear that shit, it's just funny as hell.
And lots of people comment weird things, which, of course, once again, this video is not supposed to be attacking her in any way. None of this is her fault. Remember that she, at most, would be the victim. She would never be the aggressor. She should not have blame for anything in this video. She is a child. But sadly, due to her being a female and being a child, she does get a lot of those comments from the people we don't really like in society.
You ain't never about myself like one.
If you know what I mean, those type of people that should burn in the fiery...
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, this is a literal situation where you gotta hide your little sister from him.
Pits of you, yeah. It's hard to believe she's 16. No hate, but why is she built like a piece of bacon? Why are we commenting?
What the fuck? See, this is... Yo, this right here is a perfect example, like, and this is why I had to keep stamping this shit in. Like, this comment... Again, let's see this shit. No way, why would she be like a piece of bacon? This is one of those comments where, like, you have to separate, like, hate and genuine criticism. This is like the hate shit, and this nigga literally said no hate, but like, right, you hating. Anyway, besides that point, this is like some shit where you completely ignore this, and you're like, yeah, like, what is the point of commenting this shit? Like, this is a definitive with everybody, mom, the boss, she say this shit all the time. If you don't got something nice to say, don't say that shit at all. Like, bro, this is one of them comments. Like, there is no genuine criticism here. This is just like, well, like, you dick eating for what? Like, I just had to point that out. My bad. Like, Trill really yapping, but this was a perfect example of that shit I always be stamping it all the time. Genuine criticism, and then there's this shit. Like, what the fuck?
On a child's appearance, that's just so inappropriate and disgusting. Please get a life. How old are you? And of course, we can just look at the comments from the last video's intro to see where I'm going. It's not hard to find these comments. Most of this is very, very common. It's really, really sad. And kind of going off of what I said in the last video, this kind of stuff can greatly impact a person's mental health, and not in a good way, especially when they are this young. If I posted a bunch of videos of myself and I got a bunch of these comments commenting on my nose, commenting on how I'm built, and all of this,
I could agree, but I doubt she reading like literally like 90% of these shits
stuff in my age, it would definitely make me like want to change myself, and it would just make me very, very sad. And I don't know for sure what she's feeling. I don't know her, but I can say that most kids are probably going to be impacted by comments constantly judging their body no matter what they do. Your body. Where do you live, bro?
Yeah, we gonna see you niggas later. But yeah, is this nigga talking about Thomas?
Touched her. That's the intro of my last video. Those are just another few of her comments. And I also found some commenting on her nose size. It's just so weird. Even under my own video, I found some comments being like, she's not even that pretty.
My thing is like, I'm gonna go ahead and say like, oh, who would even give a fuck? But then that's the question, and then because then the question right after that, again, you should always argue with yourself. That's why I always feel like, yo, that's the best way to get to like understanding, at least especially in a debate or argument or like some shit with a situation. Like, yo, you gotta argue with yourself, bro. I ain't gonna cap. But like my first question off of that would be like, okay, well then what are you watching Princess Amelia for? And then I stun lock myself. Cause what the fuck are these niggas watching her for? That's the question. And if you like, if you're a jit, especially like I say, one of the teenage girly pops or whatever, I can understand, cause like it's like the relatable aspect. Oh, she's living that lifestyle I kind of want to live. But then that also goes into my argument of like, oh well, you shouldn't want to be somebody, like you're a fucking idol, your favorite content creator, YouTuber, rapper, yada, all that shit. You shouldn't want to be them. Like you can admire the shit they want to do and like innovate and be a creative off of that shit and make your own jump. But like you shouldn't want to be them. But that also leads back to okay. That's just that separation of her audience. Then, like we said, we're talking about the niggas on Cell Block 1. I know what these niggas are watching her for. And then that's where it comes back to the problem of, is her shit too suggested to where these niggas, like, they start fiending, bro. They on weird shit, especially in the comments. Amelia, where do you live? Nigga, what the fuck? We're gonna be seeing you later.
And I was like, she's a kid. Why are we talking about a kid's appearance? That's not the topic of this video. We should never be discussing her appearance because that's just very, very childlike and that's just weird. The majority of the comments are commenting on how pretty she is, so I'm guessing that's kind of what pushes more of the comments negatively talking about the way her body looks. It could also be jealousy, you know, she's got a huge following. A lot of people consider her very, very pretty. Of course, beauty is subjective. You can't really like...
I'm about to say, like, bruh, whether you perceive her as pretty or not, like, bruh, that's just dependent on the person.
State a fact about how someone looks, but the majority of the people consider her pretty. Me personally, I think she's pretty. I think most people, I don't have that very high standard for your looks. I think most people are pretty. Like, who really cares how we look, to be honest?
That's the thing, too. This is why we say, like, the rating somebody 1 to 10 system is completely fucked. Completely fucked. Like, bro, niggas will get rated a 7 on average, right? And be like, yeah, that's the average shit, and that's not the average shit, and I don't care, I'll die on this hill. Bro, 5 is an average motherfucker. Like, bro, 5 is a nigga you see down the street. 5 is a nigga you go to the fucking mall, bro, and this is just a nigga you pass by. Like, that's a 5. That's an average nigga. They not ugly as shit. They're not ugly as shit, and they not obviously the fucking baddest motherfucker, you know, handsome motherfucker in the world, right? Bro, heads be getting rated a 7, mad as shit. I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, bro, this is just like, you're above average. I don't get it. This shit is crazy. Like, and that's the thing though, cause like heads, like you'll hit them like, oh yeah, bro, like a motherfucker a 5 or 6, and they'll be taken aback, aghast. I'm like, bro, that's not a bad thing, bro. Like, we just normal niggas. Like, if somebody gave me a 5 or a 6, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm gonna keep it a buck. But y'all already know I'd be Trilly's fucking chopped to shit. We know how that goes down. So if motherfuckers give me a 2, I'll probably be like, word. Word. Facts. I ain't gonna lie. I need to work on myself type shit. But like, even still, back to the main shit with that. It's like, yo, a 5 and 6, like, bro, I'm not mad at that shit, bro. Like, you just calling me an average nigga. I am an average nigga, bro. I am one of those niggas you will see passing by on the street. The fuck? But yeah, even leading back to this shit with Princess Amelia, like, obviously we can all generally perceive, like, yeah, she's generally pretty, duh, all that shit. But then it gets to the weird niggas. Huh? Where do you live? Huh? The body looking crazy. Bro, like, what the fuck are you niggas doing?
And overall, I just feel like some people want to stand out by pointing out her insecurities too. Maybe that makes them feel better. I don't know.
Princess Amelia, or Amelia Wu, has become one of TikTok's fastest rising stars.
This video was made by Puzzle, and he gave his perspective on this Amelia situation, and I feel like it's interesting and unique to look at someone else's opinion on it. So maybe for a little while in this video, we're going to react to it and really see someone else's perspective on Amelia. And
tight beat.
If she truly...
That's why I like watching like a good amount of like videos on people who's going to be like, Trilly, never beating the milking allegations. Never. Slippy! Because yeah, no, I do like to see different people's perspectives on the John, and then obviously y'all know how Trilly is. Trilly yaps everything. Trilly talks everything, you know what I'm saying? I like discourse, I like conversations, you know what I'm saying? Even debates to a degree, not that Discord debate shit though, bro, where these niggas, they trying to get their shit off, oh, niggas going crazy now. Like, I like to have combos, keep it cordial and amicable. But like, yeah, anyway, because like I said, Trilly has everything. Getting back to this shit, like, yeah, I like to see different perspective because like it adds more to the conversation. Like, maybe you can see insight on points that you didn't even see before, or you didn't like were like, what is it? What the fuck is the word? What the fuck? What is the word? Bro, I'm about to be so mad because I'm telling you, it's always as soon as I finish that thought that I remember what word I was talking about, or whatever. But the main point is you ain't see like the insight that the other person might have seen or whatever, and it opens up like, you know, new perspectives within the argument situation or whatever, you know what I'm saying, topic. Well, yeah, understandable. Sloppy. Slop.
Is unsafe.
Yo, you literally look like that one girl on Instagram.
What?
Both sister.
Suddenly, she wasn't just some kid on TikTok, she was a persona, Princess Amelia, the spoiled sister.
Okay, some of you who just watched that and aren't chronically online are probably like, what the heck are they talking about? Spoiled sister? Never fear,
We were talking about that shit earlier. Yeah, she, like, that's what I'm saying. It is playing a little bit into the Lost City syndrome. Because, yeah, like, she is playing to that character of, like, being a spoiled brat, little sis.
Here, I'll explain it. So, a lot of people who have YouTube Shorts accounts or are popular TikTokers start to do this thing because dancing on its own isn't enough. They start to, like, create drama and create, like, fake characters, if that makes sense.
Oh, man, this shit is the Lost City syndrome to a T. Oh, my favorite. My favorite. Pinkies up. Tea time.
Makes sense. Like, they act a certain way on camera, and I know we all kind of do that to an extent. All YouTubers kind of do that.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying within the main thing, especially with the Lost City, the truth video. Like, I could totally understand, like, some heads played up a little bit on camera or whatever, because, like, yeah, you're a content creator, motherfuckers see you on the joint, you probably gonna be a bit more uppity, I guess we'll say, or whatever, because yo, you're doing the jump for the content or whatever. But yo, it gets to that separation where it's like, okay, when is it like, yeah, you're just playing a little bit of character, but you're still mainly you yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're just a bit more up. And then there's like, nigga, you're a skinwalker. Because it's like, yo, with Lost City shit, I say it all the time and I'm gonna keep stamping it in, bruh. With Lost City, I have no fucking idea, none at all. Whatever comes out of her mouth is true or not. Like, there's literally none. Because especially after the whole shit where her dad, and talk about this shit all the time, where her dad's like fake supposed affair, and then he was he was psyoping her into buying her some shit. So where she didn't tell, but she was psyoping him and just taking that shit and was probably gonna tell anyway. And I'm like, bro, this is fucked. Lala, all I need you to do is drop music. That's all I needed you to do. I don't know what the fuck is going on here. But now we're creating these fake ass dramas, doing these skinwalker bullshittery Johns. Literally just to farm, like, obviously, like, engagement and get more engagement to where, like, if you, for instance, doing a promo or whatever, like, for a song in Lost City's case, or, like, for all these other shits, I'm just like, dude, why, though? What? My nigga, I say it all the time. You could just get on the cam and be you. You can get on the cam and be you. Again, I totally understand. Yo, bro, you might Kyson at it a little bit, get a little uppity crazy, fine, whatever. Like, it gets to a point. I totally get that, but, like, bro, Bro, I don't even know if you're a real person, bro. You're just an entity. I be saying with these skinwalkers.
TikTokers, but they really put on like this fake character, like persona, to make the audience connect to them and find them interesting. Another example is Pipe.
Oh my god, this is what I'm saying. This shit, I knew this shit was gonna get me yapping like a part like this, cause yo, this is exactly what the fuck Lala does, bruh. My bad, Trill yaps everything, but bruh, like avocado. Oh, I fucking hate, bro. I hate that shit so much.
Piper and her boyfriend Capri, they staged
Capri.
the whole like drama where he cheated on her. It was so obvious.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually Astro moment. Actually
staged, but it was to give them more like character and make the audience care about them. They create drama. A lot of them do this. It's really obviously staged most of the time. And of course, she's not really this spoiled sister. It's just like a weird character persona, but it's a weird thing I've seen go on for a lot of other shorts YouTubers and TikTokers to try to make their brand or their channel more interesting, to make their audience want to come back for more and talk about them.
The girl who clapped back, showed off, and kept
man,
the
I wish you
drama
mentioned
rolling.
Lala, bruh.
And the internet, it rewarded every second of it. But behind all the virality is a much more uncomfortable truth. One that involves adults looking the other way, an older brother pulling strings, and a sister.
I'm telling you, this nigga Thomas is the puppet master, bro. This nigga's the nigga above Pinocchio.
System that thrives on turning kids into content.
I do agree with the claim that someone, I don't know for sure if it's her brother because I don't really want to get sued, and we don't know for sure. It's not like Piper's mom, once again.
At this point, they don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't think most of these niggas would sue people because one, like, going through the legal process is just a fucking annoying and expensive as hell. And it's two, it's like, bro, mad niggas have already made videos criticizing these motherfuckers. At this point, again, bringing her ass up all the time. Lost City equation time, you know what I'm saying? The bleed has been already happening for like Princess Amelia, I guess you could say. And it's not like heads want her to be deplatformed and shit like that. And more or less when I say this shit, it's the bleed is happening for that nigga Thomas. More niggas are fucking focusing in on, yo, this shit you got going on here, bro, with your little sis, at least on the vids, because we don't 100% know confirmed on the back end. He's the one pulling the strings. Bro, at least for the shit he's on in these videos sometimes with Princess Amelia, I'm like, dude, this shit not it, big bro. Like, yo, this shit, fix this. fix this. Like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like, nah.
Where we for sure know there's been documentaries, there's been newspapers, there's been actual evidence pushing that idea. So we don't know for sure who's really behind it. It could easily be her parents because we never see them on screen, and that is a bit strange.
I mean, that's a fair point, but I honestly doubt it. It just makes more sense to me, at the very least, that it's Thomas, because he got like an already established YouTube channel. Like, he knows how this content shit and like all that shit works. And then plus, as he is on the vids with Princess Amelia, he knows the suggestive shit, because everybody fucking knows sex sells and this shit or whatever. And obviously with some of the shits Princess Amelia be on, yeah, I'm sure the nigga can put 2 and 2 together, or his dumbass is putting 2 and 2 together. Oh man, yo, Princess Amelia could get more views than me.
Maybe they just don't want to be in her videos, but there is definitely someone behind the camera, and it could be her brother, but maybe he's just getting the blame for what her parents are doing. It is kind of eerie, though, that almost every video, once again, is obviously filmed by someone else, because you can't just like zoom in and zoom out. It makes sense. You're currently watching them like play by, and you can see that clearly she isn't filming most of these.
It's like the skits and POVs, man. Holy shit, this shit is really some Lost City syndrome. This is scary as hell.
Filming it. It could be her brother, it could be her parents, who knows, but someone is definitely behind this channel.
The Spoiled Sister brand didn't come out of nowhere. It was built, and a big part of that building, her older brother, Thomas Wu. Thomas is 25. He's a YouTuber, a boxer, and someone who knows how to game the algorithm. He gave Amelia
No pre-watch. Like, I swear to God, that's like, it's just it. Like, yo, when I be thinking about the shits, I'm thinking about the shits like really on the back end side. Like, obviously, like I said before, surface level, we can see what he's doing on the vids is weird as fuck. But I'm thinking on the back end on the YouTube analytics. Y'all know, truly loves gushing over analytics. My favorite. Love gushing over analytics. You already know. But like, yeah, that would just make sense. I forgot what the fuck his YouTube channel is, bruh. Fuck. I hope that shit gets showed, because if so, then like, better look it up and look into that shit. But yeah, he has a YouTube channel. It's fucking got like 5 mil subs and all that shit, bro. Like, he knows how to game the alg, bro. He knows that fucking having Princess Amelia have her own shit, have her have this like own little aesthetic, do the Skinwalker fucking POVs, TikToks, dances, and all that bullshit is gonna work. Like,
Amelia, the nickname, he made it stick, and together they ran with it. Their videos were all about...
there we go. Yep, I swear to God.
Amelia, the nickname, he made it stick, and together they ran with it.
Yes, 5 fucking million woos were like, bro, this nigga, yo, as much as a fucking the nigga's looking, I'll give it to the nigga. He knew how to game the alg. You can't just spawn 5 mil out of fucking nowhere. Even if you are posting bullshit ass Skinwalker TikToks. Nah, you're still gonna have to like do some shit to get this. So he knows how the alg works.
Videos were all about exaggerated sibling drama. Amelia demanding luxury. Thomas pretending to be annoyed.
Exactly. It's really bad acting. It's like a fake, obviously staged reality show or something. Like, it's so staged.
Yeah, but then like we can perceive that obviously, but then like you think about it again, like we were talking about earlier, the main audience is like teenage girly pops. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're getting psy-out by this shit. They think this shit is like the fire lifestyle. They want to be Princess Amelia. Like that's where it gets folded. It's hard to wake up jits from the psy-out because they're fucking jits. You know what I'm saying? Like they fucking kids. They're impressionable as hell and all that shit. So it's like, damn, all we can do is just the bleed.
Staged, but people still buy it because they almost want to believe it because it's interesting, it's entertaining. It's just like the
I'd be damned if I believe this shit.
Piper and Capri drama. Most people knew that was.
I almost believed that shit. They almost got me. And everybody was like, nah, when they were about to break up and that whole shit, and Capri was like fucking crashing out on crying on the live and shit. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers, they definitely done. Heads talk about, nah, it was just a prank. I'm like, bro, I'm never watching these motherfuckers again, bro, because I swear to God, I'm not about to be doing this shit. Every Joan about to be a Skinwalker, and then fucking Capri cheated. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Bro, this is y'all fault. I know too much about the tea and shit like that. This is definitely y'all fault. But then anyway, back on that, Capri cheated, and he wearing a fucking, like, I love cheating shirt or whatever the fuck he was wearing, some dumb shit. I'm like, bro, this is the most farm shit ever. Like, we're not wasting time with these actual nothing burgers.
Staged. It was so obviously faked. The whole cheating thing. Like, we're
yes, like that shit was so fucking dumb.
not buying that. You guys are doing it for clout. But
Directly.
It was entertaining at the same time because Capri kept on posting videos. So, hey, even if it's staged, 50 people who already knew that just made videos anyway because it's content at the end of the
Exactly.
day, and it's entertaining.
Rinse and repeat. It was entertaining, sure, but it was also a performance, and one that Amelia was expected to keep up. The louder, flashier, and more extreme she got, the more attention she received. The more attention she got, the more money
This kind of connects to what I said earlier. She's kind of forced to have this persona. She's forced to dress the way others dress. She seems like she's just kind of pushed into doing these things. I don't know. Maybe she's comfortable.
But then that's the question. Like, is it a nigga Thomas telling her to do this shit? Or does she feel pressured by, like, the alg and all this shit now to, like, keep playing this persona because she feels like if she doesn't do this shit, she'll just fall the fuck off? Because on that, especially on YouTube Shorts, I always say I fucking disagree with this, bro. Especially if you pull the goddamn Kika Kim, like, and you have 16 mil, it's like, yo, I think you skinwalkered enough. I think you copycatted enough. Like, you have a broad enough audience to where, like, you deadass can stare at a camera for 30 seconds or a minute on a short and still pull 100K on that shit. Like, yo, just be yourself. I don't get it.
Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff that even if she's comfortable with, she shouldn't be doing, such as the whole hanging out with the adults and making those kind of TikToks with the adults. I don't really care if people disagree. At the end of the day, she's 16 and that just isn't appropriate. Yeah, but it is true, the more extreme she is, the more views she gets, the more crazy she acts, the more spoiled she acts, the more clicks she gets. And at the end of the day, maybe she just wants to please her brother or her parent.
I get a buck. That shit kind of funny.
I mean, I personally wouldn't want to have this whole, like, knowing people know I'm this, like, bratty sister thing, have to keep up this character that I'm this spoiled brat. I mean, that's not very fun, but it gets clicks and it makes my parents or brother happy, and I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. I mean, I don't know how much she actually enjoys it. We'll never really know.
Nah, but then obviously, like I said earlier, that shit that's, like, clear not having your best interests at heart. The only shit they got interested in is the girl. No money. Like, yeah, no, that's bad optics.
No. And this is just going to be a more and more common problem as social media gets more and more, like, of a thing, I guess. It's becoming more and more short form. People have less and less of long.
Yeah, and that shit, like, I guess it's kind of ass. Like, yo, like I'm saying, I'm not hopping the fuck on TikTok. I'm not, bro. Like, some of y'all follow me on TikTok. Don't follow me on there. Social's in the description. Y'all know me. I don't fucking chill. I don't do any of that shit. Like, if heads want to follow that shit, thank you. I appreciate it. But, like, yeah, I'm cardio on those apps. I'm not posting on those shits. I'm gonna be honest with you. And especially not TikTok. That shit is done. But as far as attention spans, yeah, I said this all the time, yo. TikTok has officially, like, fucked up, like, just the human race. Like, TikTok has God damn it, yo. My camera is fucking this boy up. Yeah, I see this shit. Try to do me there. I know he's gonna be on my ass. Trilly, you still ain't fixed the autofocus. I'm trying. It's about time to get a new cam. I ain't gonna lie, but we broke your shit. That's why we posted videos. Slippy, as we said. Anyway, back to the main factor, right? With the whole TikTok alg and all that type of shit, bro, like, this shit has fucked up niggas' attention spans, bro. Has fucked up they junk completely. Where they cannot watch videos longer than 15 seconds. They can't watch no junks longer than a minute. And, bro, 10 plus? 10 plus is done. I'm not gonna lie, they not watching that shit. And that's the whole thing too. If you not, like, clipping your shit and all that type of junk, it's really hard to grow. Or not, I wouldn't say really hard to grow, because at the end of the day, it just depends on if people find you entertaining and all that type of shit. But even still, like, obviously you see people with the metas nowadays, they posting shorts and all this different type of shit. And, like, clipping A Jones, and that's how people usually grow, because it's really easy to consume a 15-second clip versus, like, a fucking hour-long VOD or hour-long stream, even though still some of these motherfuckers be in a stream for the whole goddamn 8 hours. I don't know how the fuck they doing this, or they have the time to do this shit, and that's coming from the nigga with too much time, unemployed. Like, bro, come on, this shit I be talking about. But yeah, the attention span is fucking cooked for these niggas. It's done. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Shout out you if you be getting through the whole slop. I ain't gonna lie, timestamp right here in this vid. I ain't gonna lie, I know it's mainly the girly pops watching. So again, shout out y'all. We love the lover babes. But if you one of the lover babes watching this, John, I ain't gonna lie, timestamp right here. It's timestamp sloppy. Because, you know, we love to hear it. Sloppy! We done said it so many times. We will keep saying it. That's tough. But yo, timestamp in sloppy, because that means you really watching the vid, hon. Shout out you. I ain't gonna lie, because, yeah, attention spans cooked. Go goes crazy, cooking, because yeah, it's done. Attention spans,
and I'm not just trying to spread these stupid conspiracy theories.
No,
it's genuinely true.
Yeah,
TikTok just became like a thing a few years ago. It's like international now, and it's because it's so short form. People don't want to sit through a whole long form YouTube video. Sure.
Hell nah. I mean, I do, because you already know. Trill got 1, got nothing better to do. 2, sloppy. 3, bro, come on, bro. We love the dramas, love the tea on.
A lot still do, but it's exciting to just be able to scroll through stuff quickly and see short little videos. I mean, it's really entertaining.
This wasn't just sibling content. It was content with a purpose to grow a brand. The problem is, that brand was a 16-year-old girl acting like an adult for an audience that wasn't always made up of other teenagers. Now, here's where things get murky. Amelia's content isn't just reaching kids her age. A lot of her audience includes people who are much, much older.
So that's about where I'm going to show you for that video, because, I mean, I don't really want to steal that guy's entire video. I just want to go over the main points he makes, and that's pretty much true. Of course, when you're that popular, a big part or a large part of your audience obviously aren't kids. I mean, that should be well known. And is it weird and disturbing and disgusting?
I would say the majority is definitely children, like we discussed earlier. Like, it's the teenage girly pops. But yeah, also I would also say, to attribute to that, a good amount of factors of the audience is, yeah, you ain't never pop myself like one. Like, bro, we gonna be seeing y'all niggas later.
Of course it is, but at the end of the day, it's out of our control. Whose control it is the parents and the older brother that should not be making their daughter do stuff they don't want to do. At the end of the day, a lot of the videos she's made are just not.
But then that's the question. How do we know that she doesn't want to do this shit? And not to be like, oh my god, man, are you questioning that she's in this shit? No, obviously not. You already know. If you watch this video and any of the other videos I covered on Princess Amelia and fucking Thomas Dumbass, think this shit is bad. I ain't gonna lie. This shit very not good. Especially, again, those videos with them two getting suggestive fucking wild shit we got going on here. But at the same time, I feel like, yo, the question would be, like, she needs to drop a law to do the truth. Like, yo, is she actually fucking with making content and posting TikToks and posting YouTube shorts and all this shit and collabing with these niggas? Like, does she enjoy doing this shit? And even if she does, I mean, I would still say it's bad, duh. But, like, how is she truthfully feeling on this shit? We just don't know. And that's what Coco Crazy was saying earlier.
Appropriate for her age. And that should not be a controversial or insanely crazy take. At the end of the day, she should not be hanging out with adults and filming videos like the ones I showed you in the past video. It is terrifying because I know that a lot of TikTokers aren't like celebrities. At the end of the day, like, it's completely different.
Z-list, Max. I ain't gonna lie, like I keep saying all the time. 10K on YouTube equates to about 1 million on TikTok. Promise you this, job, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe if Trilly posted on TikTok, he'd have 1 million followers on there. Never happening, bro.
Than being an actual celebrity. Like, if you have a meet and greet, I know that Ryan William Johnson covered a video about it before, where this TikToker with 1 million followers had like a meet and greet, no one showed up. So it's different from being like an actual celebrity. Like,
I'm sorry, again, like, that's what I'm saying. Shit like that doesn't surprise me. TikTok cloud is not real to me. Like, that shit does not exist to me, bro. Like, if you got followers on TikTok, that shit cool, but it's mainly niggas that, like, seen your dance vid or whatever the fuck you did one time, so followed you and will never be seeing your shit ever again.
Like Justin Bieber or something. But at the end of the day, a lot of people do know who she is. 9 million reaches a lot of people, and hopefully she doesn't come across the wrong person one day. This has happened before with young girls. Remember that one influencer that her dad ended up to end the life of a person that showed up to their house that was a little bit too obsessed with her, aka an S to the R. Like, we've had this problem. This is not unheard of. There are the wrong people that obsess over people these ages. I just hope she's well protected. I just really, really hope for her safety, because
I mean, I would hope for the same thing too, but that goes back to the best interest of heart. But it seems to me that, hey, she's at least physically fine, because we're still getting this content.
I'm just saying, like, and especially considering she's young people do post accidentally, like, leaking their information sometimes. Like, this has happened before with younger people. I'm not going to name anyone for their safety, but this has happened before with younger influencers because they're younger. Like, they forget things. They're not.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I doubt that shit would happen, and the nigga's on screen. Yeah, again, this nigga knows the game. He knows the fucking algo and all that shit. He's not gonna let that shit happen, because, again, if that shit did happen, that's fucking up the money. I ain't gonna hold you. Can't let that happen.
Careful all the time. They just like to take photos, and it can leak the wrong information to the wrong people.
Yeah, that nigga Thomas 100% not having that shit happen.
And there never fails to be that one moron in my comment section that loves to spam the, well, actually, you're the weirdo comments. And it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm the weird one for saying that.
Why? Why? That's the shit you're gonna get hit with immediately. Why am I the weird nigga?
That maybe she isn't safe because she has a huge audience at such a young age. Okay, fine. Yep, I'm the weirdo here. Of course. Yep. It just annoys me that people are in such denial sometimes when it's so obvious that something just is not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the distinction is that, like, yo, is she in, like, immediate grave danger, especially towards, like, the weird niggas in her audience? I would say generally no. But is there the potential for that danger to occur? Yes. And we've seen it happen with other creators before, and that's why you'd use, like, those examples to clearly make it like that distinction I was talking about earlier right here. But obviously within that, it has not happened, and let's be happy it's not happening, because obviously you don't want nothing to happen to Princess Amelia, teenage influencer, girly bop. A minor. Yeah, we don't want no bad shit to be happening. We don't even want her to be obviously getting into bad shit with this content. even still that factor, this is obviously something you can worry about for her. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, yo, we don't mean to be sitting here like fucking mauled and crying or whatever, but like, yeah, you can still be concerned for her shit.
Not right. Like, I'm telling you, I'm calling it something isn't right. I'm sure she's uncomfortable. Well, in my opinion, she is. Of course, I guess I shouldn't say for sure because we don't know for sure. But
yeah, exactly what I was saying earlier. Like, that's what I said. The question is generally like, how does she feel? She would just have to come out and be real about that shit. But then again, yo, truly, fucking speculation, truly, goddamn. Even if she did do that, I would think it's some Lala Sadi shit and it's fake. Like, I would just think it's bullshit.
But in so many situations like this, where there's someone this young, this popular, and like has this fake persona and stuff, and most of her videos are filmed by her brother, something is not right. You cannot tell me this is like a wholesome family channel. But at the end of the day, I can't make everyone agree
That shit, like, that's a claim that cannot be made, because that would just blatantly be bullshit.
with me. That's what I've discovered. No matter what I do, people are still gonna get mad. So I mean, whatever. That's just that, I guess. But at the end of the day, I stand firmly by my opinion. And even though I did get some comments saying it's just a trend in the last video, I can't change my mind that is not right. He is an adult and she's a kid. They should not.
I'm about to say, yo, how many trends did they do together where that shit was seeming very off?
Filming those videos together. And I feel like I need to say this again because someone's going to take it the wrong way. This video is not attacking her in any way. It's just saying that something about this channel isn't right. We're going to see more and more of these kind of situations as time goes on. As I kind of said earlier in this video, with whole short form media, and people just need to...
Oh yeah, no, this is some shit I be saying all the time too. Yeah, this shit is only going to get worse because TikTok and shit like that is just going to be more and more accessible, especially like with technology being more formally integrated into society and shit like that, especially with jits. Like, bro, never, bro. Heads is getting iPhones at fucking like 7. And niggas already trying to be famous fucking TikTok influencers at like 11. Now we got fucking Princess Amelia sitting here with 9 mil at 16. Like, bro, this shit only gonna get fucking worse, bro. Like, I know some of y'all, especially the girly pops watching. I was just talking about this with the boys, you know, my aunt and my little sis, or whatever, when we was coming back from the vacation. This shit going on with Miss Shirley? Bro, this shit only getting fucking worse, bro. It really is.
Instantly get people's attention. Put it quite plainly, we're going to see a lot more of this type of content in the future, and it's really, really sad. And there's still going to be a lot of people in denial that something is wrong, but there's this type of content. It's really, really common, and the wrong type of people do like it a lot.
Wait for the next tramp to get on, and we're gonna go into Disney.
And it is personally kind of eerie to me how almost all the long-form videos, if not all, are filmed by her brother. And it's just, I don't know. All I can say is, I know I sound like a broken record at this point, but something is not right in this situation. It just makes me feel sick to my stomach.
And we're thinking about going
I'm trying to tell
Disneyland with my friend.
The nigga Thomas is pulling the string.
And we're meeting some guests there, so you guys can guess in the comment below. So yeah, I really made Thomas buy me my ticket. Congrats, Amelia, because it's been the longest time. I always wanted to go to Disneyland, and he always...
God damn. Like, bro, y'all ever fall asleep with your fucking eyes open? And again, it's just no hate to Princess Amelia. It's just like, fuck. Like, this content is just not for me, bro. This shit is not my demographic. Like, I'm gonna just keep it old stack. I'm sitting here like this. Like, I'm just not hearing this shit.
always said no.
I know she's supposed to have that whole spoiled sister persona, but she legit seems so sweet in all the long-form videos of her. Like, it's so obvious she's not actually a spoiled brat. Like, her brother probably makes her act because, you know, it gets clicks. So it's just...
Like, that shit... Yo, I'm trying to tell you, and that's why that shit would freak me the fuck out so much, bro. Like, if I ever saw, like, Princess Amelia or fucking, like, Lala Sadi, right? Doing, like, this shit on the video, whatever, and then, like, turn around and just... Like, bro, that shit... Like, bro, that would scare the shit out me, bro. You wouldn't call them a skinwalker? Bro, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, yo, this shit really is some character shit. This is really not you. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, never.
Just is really sad that she's forced to put on that persona, and I just really hope the best for her in the future. Amelia, I know you're never going to see this video, but if you happen to stumble upon it, just know I really hope...
I think she probably has seen some heads YouTube videos. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's more likely that she's seen some heads YouTube videos about her than, like, niggas in the comments. Because, like, bro, she posting hella TikToks and shit all the fucking time. Meanwhile, like, these videos get, like, millions of views on a huge platform, the biggest platform, YouTube.
The best for you. Please stay safe. Just please stay safe. Also, don't let others pressure you. I know it's really hard because you are 16 and they seem really cool and older than you, but do what makes you comfortable. Because at the end of the day, that is the number one thing that matters. Your safety and you being comfortable. Of course, once again, I shouldn't be assuming, but I'm just...
You're like, yo, what the fuck, nigga?
saying from a perspective that we don't know how she feels in this situation. Maybe she's perfectly comfortable, maybe she isn't. But I just really hope the best for her because we're going to be seeing a lot of these influencers in the future. And we just need to prepare to help these influencers be safe and overall help spread awareness about these type of situations. And I really wish she didn't hang out with the XOXO team. They just suck.
Yeah, the yeah, that shit needs to be completely crossed out. Nevada, we'll be seeing your ass later. Gary, we'll be seeing your ass later. Like, I'll be seeing all y'all asses later. Y'all been fell the fuck off, but let me not be the nigga to talk about it, bro. At least the EXO team as a concept. Like, yeah, I know Nevada's still collabing with niggas and shit, but like, yeah, the EXO team, that shit is done.
Most of them suck. We already know about Nevada. Check out my video on her if you haven't. She's just not.
Excellent video.
She just, yeah. Not the greatest people on earth, that's for sure. And Kiki Kim used to be a member, so XOXO team isn't really great. Overall, I just don't like them that much. I just hope the best for this girl at the end of the day. So I thought I'd make a video updating on the situation because the last video, I just felt like there are some things I need to clarify from the comments, and overall, the majority supported it. So I'm just thankful for you guys' support. Please check out the GoFundMe, donate, or spread the message if you can't donate. I would really, really appreciate it, and so would Mustafa. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
You feel me? Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to Love of Babes. Miss Coco's crazy. We must share the love. We got the Princess Amelia situation became illegal. If you want to watch the OG vid, down in the description, first link. Share the love, of course, with the Love of Babes. Miss Coco's crazy. And final opinions and conjecture. Best interest at heart for Princess Amelia. No one. Thomas. As usual. Situation not getting any better. This whole build of Princess Amelia and this, like, you know what I'm saying, teenage influencer girly pop epidemic. Oh, not getting better by the day. Yeah, man, we just gotta kind of condemn this shit where it needs to be condemned, critique it where it needs to be critiqued, criticize what needs to be criticized, and, like, yeah, hopefully just things get better, but they don't ever tend to. So, yeah, again, shout out to Lover Bays and Miss Coco's crazy. You already know. Jeez, I can't even do the R symbol. And I'll be catching y'all on the flip, baby. Peace.